One of the things they taught us was always taking something and creating and making it into something bigger. And that's what they did here. It was an old sandstone, mesquite-covered hill that Mom and Dad just came out and started to transform one project at a time into what became this elegant garden.
The Jeep out there is a part of us. You know, Billy gave it to me in Christmas '93. I'm like Willie Nelson. He said when his guitar quit, he quit. Well, that's me and my damn Jeep.
Singing in the kitchen, family. Running through the yard, family. Going on vacation, family. On the credit card, family. All in this together, family. We're taking a chance, family. Like birds of a feather, family. Kick off our shoes and dance. Hey!
This garden was built as a love story between my parents.
Before Clark Gardens was Clark Gardens, it was just our backyard.
Every time I came out here, Max and Billie are working in this garden alongside it.
She's what made it beautiful, and he's what got it built.
You don't choose them, you can't lose them. We all have a song to sing.
We'd finish a project, and then we would go to another one. Well, if you want to start at the very beginning.
Let's do it.
In 1950, I just bought a brand new Ford car, and I met this young lady on a blind date. To say the least, I was enamored with her.
She didn't graduate from high school. She and my dad married when she was only 16 years old. So she had lots of responsibility early on in life.
In fact, our company we was working for was fixing to go out of business. And me and my roommate was headed for California till I met Billie. That ended the California trip. She and I started a little two-bit company building pole line for the telephone industry.
And later on, it morphed into C&B Associates when the technology and construction took the cable underground. One of the things that C&B Associates did well was to install telecommunications in rock environments. He started looking at rock cutting machines. Matter of fact, he aligned himself with a company called Tesmec.
Without him, I couldn't have done it. And that's why I said earlier on, I knew that C&B had to perfect the rock saw because that was going to be our future, and it turned out it was. Actually, that's what propelled our company to a certain amount of prosperity, and which allowed us to build the gardens.
Typical in their fashion of how they built their business, there was never a written business plan or master plan. They built it from the heart. Most of what my dad did, he did to honor my mom.
Without her, there would never been a company.
Thank you, dear.
And without her, there'd never been a garden. frankly, gentlemen, I didn't have any intention of building a dang garden. I thought, well, we'll just leave it rugged. Well,
today we are at the beautiful Clark Gardens, where there are over 50 acres of beautiful flowers. So make sure you grab a brochure.
when we first started building the garden, it was all done by going out and looking and, well, kind of sketching in the dirt.
They would travel and see a channel garden.
She would come home and tell Max, okay, I want that garden here.
He never said, oh, I don't think we can do that.
If she wanted it and I could do it, we did it. We just built it a little bit at a time with never any idea going this far.
I hope you come and see the beautiful Clark Gardens. There's so much more to see.
The last thing that Billie did was she wanted a diorama of the 6 grandkids and a dog gathered around a campfire. Now, she didn't know it was the last thing, and neither did I, but it turned out to be because Alzheimer's robbed her of any understanding.
When we step back and look at this garden and know that Dad is soon to be, he's 95, what are we supposed to do with it? How do we keep this alive for the enjoyment of future generations? And one of the ways to keep this alive is to continue to keep it open to the public. They were motivated to open up their backyard to the public and allow people to come in and experience what's here. Now it's up to us to try to determine a way that this garden can stay alive long after my dad is gone. That's the challenge that we're facing today.
Well, Billie, we're up here. They're filming the gardens. Talking about you a whole lot. Gardens are doing fairly well. We got a little rain, not enough to fill the lakes up, but put some water in them. It's fall, so you know how that looks. All the leaves falling, leaves everywhere. It makes the yard look a little bit unkept. But the boys are working on it. I've moved myself up to the iris garden. That's where I work all the time now. As I've told you before, my legs are petering out, but they still get around. Don't know a whole lot. Of course, I wish you were here, but can't be, so. Well, you are here. You're sitting right, you're laying right there. As I've told you many times, I miss you terribly, but life goes on, and
I saw stars like a blanket. I saw people just like me.
And so now we need to look to a vision for the future. How do we keep this beautiful place open so that the community can continue to experience it?
There was a song they were singing.
The community needs to realize what an asset they have and what we can do to help and to keep these gardens.
He gave the community, the area, this part of north central Texas, a gift. For the city of Mineral Wells, I think the garden is a very important aspect of its tourism.
These gardens are integral to the growth of Palo Pinto County and Mineral Wells, and we're incredibly lucky to have them in our community.
I got a dream over my shoulder.
I think Clark Gardens represents an example that your love of something can grow and can be shared in a community. That's what I think Clark Gardens is about, and that's why I want to see it move into the future.
I have no idea what's going to happen to the gardens. I don't know what the future for them lies. I just know I've had one hell of a lot of fun building them.